Baylor is just a 2.5 to 3 point favorite playing North Carolina in the Russell Athletic Bowl going down December 29th. We're back now once again with college football analyst Ross Benjamin to get his thoughts on the lines for the game. Now, Ross, no surprise here at all. This total is posted at 70 for the game. Both of these squads are averaging over 40 points per game. But with Baylor's quarterback being out in this game, so much time to prepare for the matchup, do you really think this game will go over 70 points, or should we steer clear of that line, look towards the side? What's your take?
Yeah, it's a tough call on the total. It's a tough call on the side too, Megan. I mean, the bottom line is you just alluded to the Baylor quarterback situation. They lost both their number one signal caller, Seth Russell, earlier this season, and then Jared Stidman goes down a couple weeks back. Lo and behold, they have to go with third-string quarterback Chris Johnson. And Baylor's passing game has really suffered with Johnson at the helm. As a matter of fact, they've combined for just 146 yards passing in their last two games. Baylor began the season 8-0. They had national title aspirations. They've gone 1-3 straight up in ATS in their last four games. And even more alarming is during those four contests, they're a minus 12 turnover differential. Hard to win when you're turning the ball over at that rate and you're not getting takeaways in return. North Carolina 11-2. They're coming off a ACC title game loss to Clemson. That's number one Clemson, 45-37. In a game they were absolutely robbed at the end. They recovered an onside kick, a phantom offside call, waved it off, and it squelched their chances of a comeback in that contest. They accounted themselves very well. Both teams similar offensively in that they like to run high-speed offenses, run a lot of offensive plays. My concern with North Carolina, they've allowed over 300 yards rushing in each of their last two games. This is a Baylor team that runs the ball for 300 yards a game. They've rushed for 273 yards in each of, or more, I should say, in each of their last three games. But you know what? I don't think Baylor lends to have any fear in a passing game against North Carolina. And for that reason, I look for North Carolina to stack the box here, put 8 guys in the box, dare Baylor to beat them in the air. I'm going to take a small lean here. The game's still 11 days away, Megan. Small lean on North Carolina, +2 over Baylor.
All right, just as you just said, Ross, here, this is very early in the week. I've asked you this in a couple of the bigger bowl games, but would you say that if this line moves in a certain direction, you would change your mind, look towards the total, or you're staying with the side?
Well, here's the thing. Let me put things in retrospect here. It's now December 16th. This game goes on the 29th of December. Still a long way to go. I think if you're looking at any kind of reverse line movement in this game, looking for sharp money action, that's something to keep an eye on. This is a very tough call. Look, at a few weeks back, Baylor would not be just a 2-point favorite in this game. Because of their injury situation at quarterback and how it's affected their game, and then turning the ball over at the rate they are, you're looking at a line that would have been somewhere around 7 to 8 points 3 weeks ago, down to 2. So you got to. I'm going to steer very carefully in this game here, Megan, and I'll see what it looks like maybe a day or two beforehand.
That's your exclusive pick on the game from college football analyst Ross Benjamin. Ross will be here with us all week long, giving you guys bowl picks you do not want to miss, so stick around. Ross, always a pleasure. Thanks for being back with us.